But now all he wants is out.
There's a fine life here. Just trying to stay alive.
How about it, Ringo?
Gregory Peck stars in the Western classic, The Gunfighter. Wednesday on AMC.
The sky is on fire,
Our world faces its darkest hour.
and the earth itself is in jeopardy.
Man must accept what is ordained.
Nothing is inevitable except defeat. For those that give up without a fight.
The burning belt must be exploded clear of the Earth's magnetic field.
Explode the belt and explode the world.
Walter Pidgeon, Peter Lorre, in an adventure epic from Irwin Allen, Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. Wednesday on AMC.
Next, James Coburn hosts an exclusive AMC production that salutes the classic movies of a legendary studio, 20th Century Fox, the first 50 years. Next on AMC.
Tonight on AMC's Hollywood Reel to Reel, we pay tribute to 20th Century Fox, the studio which established itself very early on as one of the great creative forces in the movie industry. It's 20th Century Fox, the first 50 years. And you will see some of the greatest scenes from more than 200 movies. And you'll hear some great stories from the stars themselves and the directors and the studio executives, the people who really knew the backstage stories. Wabash Avenue follows that, and one of those all-stops-out Fox musicals with Betty Grable and Victor Mature and Phil Harris. Right now, let's watch the story of 20th Century Fox, the first 50 years.
You're watching Hollywood Reel to Reel, a documentary and a movie on AMC.
Now that you've seen the real story behind the early years of 20th Century Fox, stay with us as Hollywood Reel to Reel continues with Fox bombshell Betty Grable shimmying those gorgeous gams in Wabash Avenue, next on AMC. During the 40s, one Fox leading lady reigned supreme. Betty Grable was the top female box office star for 10 consecutive years, earning her the title Queen of the Technicolor Musicals. Grable's musicals didn't even need to be original to be popular with audiences. As a matter of fact, Fox was known to recycle Grable's most successful musicals. Coney Island was the top box office draw in 1943. So 7 years later, Fox remade it as Wabash Avenue. Tonight's feature on Hollywood Reel to Reel. In it, the 34-year-old Grable proves her million-dollar legs are still worth every penny.
I wish that I could shimmy like my sister's cake. She shivers like the jelly on a plate. My man, he wanted to know last night why all the boys could kiss the cake so right.
What's your favorite Betty Grable movie? Let us know and find out what other movie fans think. After watching tonight's feature, visit the AMC website at www.amctv.com.
Here's the original trailer for tonight's feature on Hollywood Reel to Reel.
What a sight. Well, how about me?
Hey, give me a chance.
Hey, get off my foot. I can't get up there.
Oh, brother. Let us see.
Chicago, happy and frolicking and rowdy and frolicking Chicago. You'll see everything down on Wabash Avenue, right in the heart of the loop. Hey, it's August and Kindle with beer and champagne. The Barbary Coast is a petticoat lane when you're down on Wabash Avenue. You better go there in a group. For it's rough and it's rough and it's light and the law. Your heart will give up.
You shouldn't talk to Miss Summers that way. She picked that costume out personally.
Oh, I'm sorry. Please accept my apologies.
Well, good night, Mike. Good night, Miss Summers. Oh, Miss Summers, in the future, when you select your wardrobe, I suggest you call me up first because I don't think you're properly qualified.
Fancy pants guys with society tall. Underwear monks with their overdressed now.
It's rough and it's tough and it's light in the raw. Your heart will give up with a whoop. Welcome down on Wabash Avenue, the right in the heart of the loop. We look, right in the heart of the loop. Wabash Avenue.
Baby, won't you say you love me? Till you do, I can feel right. girl in Copenhagen.
Wilhelmina,
All you boys have got me crazy in the noggin in Copenhagen.
and the roses on her cheek, and the music when she speaks.
And how sweet your kisses taste. Joker Danish like my mama's Danish paste.
Now that you've seen the real story behind the early years of 20th Century Fox, stay with us as Hollywood Reel-to-Reel continues with Fox bombshell Betty Grable shimmying those gorgeous gams in Wabash Avenue, next on AMC.
Once again, the Subaru Forester has outperformed the competition, earning the highest overall rating of vehicles tested in its class in a recent crash test. But the real beauty of the Forester is that it can help you avoid accidents altogether by automatically transferring power from the wheels that slip to the wheels that grip for maximum control. Another reason why the competition is a little bent out of shape. Subaru Forester, the beauty of all-wheel drive.
The movie we're about to see is Wabash Avenue, and it stars Betty Grable, Victor Mature, and Phil Harris. It's about a beer hall girl who deals with two rivals for her affections. Now, if the plot sounds a little bit like the 1943 film Coney Island, it should. Wabash Avenue is a remake of that same earlier Betty Grable film. Betty Grable's phenomenal success in the ranks of Hollywood stardom is kind of interesting because it's hard to put your finger on just why she was so popular. She admitted herself that she wasn't the most beautiful woman on the screen or the best singer or the best dancer. Men looked upon Betty Grable as the consummate idea of the girl next door, honest and forthright, but having high moral standards as well. And women liked her, too, possibly because they could truly identify with her. She was the embodiment of the daydream come true, the average but pretty girl who becomes a Hollywood star. Here are Betty Grable, Victor Mature, and Phil Harris in Wabash Avenue.